As we start off Sefer Yehoshua, the book of Yehoshua, this is really the beginning of the books of Nevi'im, of the prophets within Tanakh, Torah, Nevi'im, Ketuvim, the Chumash portion, the prophets, and later scriptures, Ketuvim. The Nevi'im contain the words of the prophets as prophecies or written by them, stories documented by the prophets. The commentaries tell us that all of the Tanakh, that all prophecies were given for one of two reasons. Either because they are in Eretz Yisrael, these prophecies take place, the stories happen in the land of Israel, or because the prophecies are about Eretz Yisrael, about the land of Israel. Those are the two reasons prophecies are mentioned in Tanakh. And indeed, all of Tanakh, all of the Hebrew Bible is about the land of Israel. Starting with the first verse in all of Chumash, Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim v'et haaretz, God creates the land and the heavens. The commentaries tell us, this is Rashi at the beginning, he says to us, why does the Torah start here? To show that God created the world, and he decides who to give the land to. He decides the land of Israel is for the people of Israel. That is the beginning of all of Tanakh. And this leads us throughout Tanakh until the last verse in all of Tanakh, where Koresh, the king, tells the Jewish people, God told me to build a house for him in Jerusalem. If you want to, if you're open to it, if you're ready for it, God is with you, go back to the land. The last word in all of Tanakh is V'ya'al, should make aliyah. So all of Tanakh is about this. And that's why it's so exciting in this community here, where we all came from places around the world and get to live in the land of Israel today. We also get to study Nach, Nevi'im, Ketuvim, get to study these books, our history together, and live it together. So as a short introduction to the book of Yehoshua itself and where we'll be starting, we're putting aside Chumash, Torah, the 5 books of Moses, of Moshe Rabbeinu that we read every week in Shul. Those precede the rest of Nevi'im and Ketuvim chronologically. They come first. This is all written by Moshe Rabbeinu. It tells the story from the creation through the forefathers and the mothers, Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, our early ancestors. It tells the story of the sons of Jacob, of Yaakov, going down to be exiled in Egypt, and as they become a nation, as they're leaving Egypt after their slavery by Paro. The Chumash tells the story of the Jews' redemption from Egypt and their wandering in the desert for 40 years before they finally are ready to enter the promised land, the land of Israel. During the years in the desert, the leader of the Jewish people, almost call him a king from a halachic perspective, he had such a status, but he was the leader, the shepherd of the Jewish people. This is Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe is the leader in the time in the desert. Moshe is the leader during those 40 years in the desert. He brings them out of Egypt. He brings them through the sea after the splitting of the sea. He leads them on the way to the land of Israel, and despite the punishment to wander the desert for 40 years, they are finally ready now to enter the land of Israel. And the Torah tells us that Moshe Rabbeinu was punished, that he will not enter the land. He will not enter the land, and therefore it is time for a new leader. We finish the book of Devarim and begin the book of Yehoshua with the turnover of leadership from Moshe Rabbeinu to the new leader, Yehoshua. Yehoshua is the foremost student and disciple of Moshe Rabbeinu. Yehoshua is the new leader who is tasked with bringing the Jewish people into the land of Israel. As another important thing to understand is that the land of Israel was promised per tribe. Each tribe has a portion of the land that they're supposed to inherit. And as the Jewish people enter the land of Israel, they need to conquer the land and give out the land to the tribes. While in the desert, some of the tribes came to Moshe Rabbeinu. They come to Moses and say, we're large tribes, we're shepherds, we need more land. The land of Israel might not be big enough. These are the tribes of Reuven, Gad, and half of the tribe of Manasseh. These tribes say to Moshe Rabbeinu, we want to remain on the western side of the Jordan River. The Jews, as they travel towards Israel from Egypt, they make a little bit of a roundabout. They come beneath, south of Israel. They go through what today is called Jordan, the state of Jordan. This is Moab and Midian. They come from the east, and they cross the Jordan River to enter the land of Israel. And these 2.5 tribes say, we want land on the western side of the Jordan. We don't want to come into the land. There's not enough space for us there. Ultimately, what these tribes are told is that they will receive land on the western side of the Jordan. There will be an expansion of the land of Israel. But this can only happen after the conquering of the rest of the land. Their deal with Moshe Rabbeinu is to be chalutzim, to be the forerunners, to lead the Jewish people in the conquering of the land. This is some of the context that's necessary to know as we enter the book of Yehoshua. This is the starting point for the story that we enter now. Welcome everybody to start off with Perek Aleph, with the first chapter of Yehoshua, and voice notes on that will follow. Happy learning, everyone.